All right, we are back again. So I think I'm wearing the right shirt, except for the short bed gang, but I'm officially OBS gang. So shout out to my boy Corey. I hit him up right after I got it. I was like, hey man, can I roll with y'all? I was like, hell yeah. So we good to go. So the video I made, the last video I posted pulling the transmission out, that would have been Friday. Today's Monday now. Back in the shop. Transmission is built, ready to go. Picked it up yesterday, and I was actually going to come back here and put it in yesterday, but I was kind of tired and I had the kids with me, so I was just like, I'll do it today. So I got the transmission, transfer case, and new torque converter over there. Shout out to my boy Randy. I know I mentioned his name a lot. If you're in the Atlanta, Georgia area, and you need somebody to build your transmission, I stand by this guy 100%. He has done, I think this transmission will make at least 13 that he's done for me. At least. I got 2 more underneath the bench. I got them covered up, but I got 2 4L80s over there. He didn't do that 4L80, but yeah, he did those 2. One's got a trans brake, level 4, whole built thing. The transmission in the white Denali he built for me. And I probably put 15,000 miles towing on that truck. I towed all the way to Texas. I was towing everything with that truck, and that transmission never let me down. The Silverado I just sold, it had a 4L80 in it. He built that. The Impala, my SS, that transmission, he built that. He's done countless transmissions for clients. His name is Randy Lindler on Facebook. So hit him up on Facebook. If you get in any of like the ATL performance trucks or any of the like Atlanta truck groups or anything, and you ask for a builder, they're going to send you his way. And he knocks it out the park every time. I mean, I got this back in a day, dropped it off Friday, picked it up Sunday, Now that's cause it's me, but even when I first started messing with him, a couple days and he was done. He does only bench build. So, that's the only thing. He won't pull it out for you. So you have somebody pull it out, take it to him, he builds it. And like I said, I've had 0 problems with any of his transmissions. So I'm getting ready to put it in, got it on the floor. I'm going to pull the torque converter, fill it up, put it on the jack, and then we'll get it in. Hopefully, I really don't feel like doing it. I am kind of tired still. So I'm kind of, I don't know if I'll finish it today, but maybe once I start going, and start getting stuff done, I'll start feeling a little better and, and get it going. So that's the plan for right now. I got a customer coming to pick this car up right here. This is a 94 that I just did. Did a bunch of work to it. Fixed the air conditioning, fixed all the windows. So all the windows work now. Did I do brakes on this? Brakes, did new brakes on it, shocks, new radio, did the resistor for the airbag. What else? Bunch of stuff. I did a bunch of stuff to it, but he's finally coming to pick it up now, so it'll be out of here. AC blows ice cold. It was like 32 degrees on the temp gun, so nice and cold. Should be good for the summer. He's got a leak in that rear tire, so he's got to get that fixed. But other than that, it's out of here. So that's what we're working on. So I'm going to go ahead and put my music on, and I'll update you guys as I go and I get this thing together. So plan is today, get the transmission in, test drive it, make sure everything's good, and then we'll jump on the AC, get the AC going, and then we'll I'm probably going to go get it registered and tagged and all that sometime this week. If you're from Georgia or you understand how Georgia works, well, this is a 95, so it wouldn't matter anyway, but we have emissions out here, kind of like California has smog. I dealt with that in LA. But we have emissions out here. A lot of places have it. But the county that my in-laws live is out in the country, so they don't have emissions. So the day me and my wife got married, I actually got married on my birthday, I know. But the day we got married, my driver's license was expiring because it expires usually on your birthday. When I renewed it, I asked my father-in-law if I could change it to his address. So I changed my address to their house, so none of my vehicles require emissions. So even if this was a 2005, I could just walk in the tag office, pay the fees, and get a plate right away. So for the 2001 Tahoe, I'm going to probably register that and this one same day. They'll both be registered. The Tahoe's already got insurance. I got to put insurance on this. I'm seeing if I can get classic car insurance on this. I have American Collectors for the Impala, So I need to shoot them some pictures of this to see if it qualifies. Because if I can get collectors on this, oh, it'll save me so much money. So we'll see. But let me go ahead and get started because I got a lot of work to do and I'm not looking forward to it. So be right back. Well, be back when I get some stuff done. Well, it's several hours later. I didn't jump on this right away. I'm done now. I just drove it. I don't know why I didn't film the first test drive and everything, but I was just, it's late. It's like 10 o'clock. I want to go home. So, I just kind of got it done and test drove it. I didn't start right on it when I stopped filming. I had some customers come in, pick up a car, drop some parts off, stuff like that. So I really didn't start till about 4. It was relatively easy. I mean, the main issue I have is this transmission jack. It sucks. Shout out to Torian. Torian bought this for me for my birthday, but it's no good. The valve leaks, so when you pump it all the way up, it just slowly falls down. It doesn't stay up. So I need a new transmission jack. Other than that, it would have been pretty easy, but because it kept falling, trying to line up the transfer case with the back of the transmission, that was the hardest part, getting that situated. But once I got it in, it was good. And then the linkage for the 4-wheel drive was giving me a hard time because I was trying to put it down in this way, but it goes up in that way. So once I figured that out, it was pretty simple, and then everything pretty much went back together pretty simply. You know, so we're done basically. It drives. I just checked the fluid. It's dry. I put 2 big gallon jugs in there, but it needs more, so I don't want to drive it too much more to damage anything, because I just came back. I just went probably about 3 miles, so 6 miles total. 3 miles. I went to Quick Trip, got a cup of coffee, came back. It shifted good. It was smooth. I mean, it had a little bit of a harsh downshift, but I think that's just because it's low on fluid. So all the part stores are closed, so I'll come in tomorrow, add some more fluid, and I think that should be good. And then we'll tackle the AC tomorrow, see what's going on with that. If we can get the AC working, we'll be good. Got my phone paired to the little radio that's in here. It's got a decent little, I think that's a JVC. Yeah, little JVC radio, and it's got some weird Rockville sub thing under the seat. The ABS light is on, so I got to figure that out. I'm thinking it might be a speed sensor or something, because I'm hearing a noise in one of the front wheels. And then, of course, when I put the exhaust back on, it's leaking now. So I got to address that at some point. But it drives good. I mean, it stops, drives. I drove it, like I said, about 6 miles just now to the gas station and back just to kind of test it. And, you know, it drives like it should. So I'm going to get it back in the air, take the wheels off, take a look at the brakes, see if I can see anything obvious. And then we'll jump on the AC and stuff over the next. I probably won't tomorrow. I got some work to do, but I wanted to at least get this where I can move it around, get it off the lift and everything like that. I changed the oil. Anytime I get a new vehicle, I always change the oil. That's usually like the first thing I do. So we'll jump on the AC at some point this week, get the AC going, get it tagged, get it insured, and then, you know, we'll start driving it back and forth to the shop at least. I think I want to put these wheels and tires on the Tahoe, the 2001. And for now, I'm going to put those 26s on here. And put the Tahoe wheels on the Suburban until I scrap it. And then I'll just keep those wheels as backup wheels. But these are good. I mean, they're smooth. They don't make a bunch of noise or anything. I'm just not a fan of these wheels. I just want, you know, a different style wheel on here. So this is a pretty quick, short video. I wasn't planning on making a really long one. I just want to keep the content going and kind of give you guys some different stuff other than just Impala stuff, because like I said, I know a lot of people came over from Corey's channel and you guys love the OBSs, so now I got one. So I'll have plenty of OBS content, because I'm going to be constantly working on this thing. Like I said, I built one of these before, so I kind of know, I already know what I'm going to do, how I'm going to do it, and, you know, all that stuff. So I already have a whole list of stuff in mind and plans and different stuff like that for this truck. And so it's going to be fun. These are super simple to work on. And then, you know, of course, once the Impala comes back, then we'll see. It's a fight, because now I got like 3 cool vehicles that I like. I got my Tahoe, this Tahoe, I got you know, my Impala, and now I got this new Sierra. So, you know, I think I'm gonna be driving this more than anything else. Once I get the AC and the sound system all good on this, I think this is the vehicle I'm gonna drive the most. The Impala is gonna be like car show stuff, and then Sierra will be like, you know, more of a towing, you know, long distance stuff. And, you know, if I feel, and it's a pickup truck, so, you know, pickup truck stuff. But I think this will end up being my daily. You know, most people choose like Honda Civics because of gas mileage. Not me. I go get a freaking V8 5,000 pound Tahoe. So, but it's okay. So we'll figure out the ABS issue. It could just be low on fluid. It is. Well, fix that. So anyway, like I said, I just want to put out a quick video, show you guys that we are diving right into this project. Shout out to my boy Randy Lindler. I always, when his name say his name together, it's weird. Randy Lindler. Shout out to Randy Lindler, my transmission builder. You know, as per usual, worked great, no issues. So I'm going home. I'm sleepy. So I'll catch y'all in the next one. I may actually just put more footage on this. So I think it's kind of short. So I may add more footage on something else. I don't know. So curiosity got the best of me. I was about to pack up and leave, but I was like, you know what? Let me try to vacuum this down and charge it and see what happens. Just so I kind of have an idea of what I'm up against. So I did end the video, but I was like, you know what? It'll take me just 5-10 minutes just to vacuum this down and try to put a charge on it and see if it takes it. Now, if this thing takes a charge and I have AC, I mean, we're in the game, guys. We are in the game. I'll just have to take the wheel off and see what that noise is and figure out the ABS issue. But I think my neighbor has, oh, this is a 95, so I don't know if it'll work. I'll do some research tonight and see how to get the codes off the ABS on the 95. On the 96, you can just use like a big Matco or Sapon scanner, or like a Solaris or whatever they call them. But I'm not sure on the 95s how that works. So I've seen on the forums a lot of guys delete the ABS. I'm not doing that again. I did it on the Impala and it was not fun. So you've never done AC before. This is your high pressure, low pressure. So you want to see this down. It's actually really good. It's -20. This one really won't move. I think there's a leak on the high side because this one isn't really moving. Usually this should be pegged out, but it's not. This looks good, but the high side isn't moving. So it's not pulling any vacuum off the high side. So it may have a leak on the high side, but we can test that theory real quick. Close the valves and see if it holds vacuum. So turn that off and we'll see if this needle moves. So if this stays where it's at, then we know there's no leaks. But again, sometimes this one moves, sometimes it doesn't, because I charged the car earlier today and the high side didn't move, but the AC on it was perfectly fine. So I'll let this sit for about 5-10, maybe 5 minutes just to see if it moves. If it doesn't move, I'm gonna put a charge on it and see what happens, and then we'll go from there. All right, well, it's been about 10-15 minutes and she hasn't moved. So let's try to put a charge on it, see what happens. You know, worst case, it doesn't take the charge, or it maybe the compressor doesn't work or something like that. But at least I know it's not a leak, which is far more annoying than it just being a bad compressor. I got a little bit of Freon left. Man, talk about it. People complain about inflation. It's just a little bit in here. But I bought this cylinder. It's 30 pounds of R34A. I paid $100 for this last year. Last year, probably about a year ago. I don't do a lot of AC. This lasts me a year. I'm almost done with it. But this same cylinder, if I was to go to AutoZone and try to buy it now, is $300 for the same cylinder. Nothing different, same cylinder. It's 3 times as much. It's crazy. So this, when I pull the fuse, the cover off the fuse panel, the AC relay was pulled. So I don't know why. but it was. So let me set you guys up. Where's my trusty set? Where's my trusty tripod? Ah, here it is. Let's see. All right, trusty tripod. Let's see what happens. It's taking it. Let's start it up and see what happens. Compressor's trying. It's trying. So the goal is to get this around 150, and this should be between about 50 and 60. So once the compressor stays on, it should do what it needs to do. So, all right, so we got some AC work to do. I'll probably end up putting a new compressor on it, and yeah, because it took a little bit, but I'll probably end up putting a new compressor on it. But at least we know. So I'll get a compressor ordered. So I'll put a new compressor, and we'll flush the lines, and then I need to fix the actuator. I'll get online tonight and see how to get the actuator, because it's not blowing through the vents, it's just blowing somewhere else. So we'll fix that. Okay. So, all right, so we got some AC work to do. I'll probably end up putting a new compressor on it, and yeah, because it took a little bit, but I'll probably end up putting a new compressor on it. But at least we know. So I'll get a compressor ordered. So I'll put a new compressor, and we'll flush the lines, and then I need to fix the actuator. I'll get online tonight and see how to get the actuator, because it's not blowing through the vents, it's just blowing somewhere else. So we'll fix that.